Okay, here's the notes for the first set of problems here on this assignment. Angles. Okay, this is drawing positive angles. Okay, it's gonna say draw an angle, the directions, draw an angle with the given measure in standard position. And we talked about that in the previous video, standard position. Standard position. Okay, so number one, 110 degrees. How do I draw a 110 degrees angle? Okay, well, very simply, let's draw a quick XY axis, Y axis, X axis. I know that angles drawn in standard position, we start here. And 110 is, well, let's see. If it's a positive angle, remember positive angles are drawn counterclockwise. So I have to go, and I know this much is 90. So I have to start here. I'm gonna go. I covered 90, okay, but I need more. How much more? 90 plus how much more is 110? Well, 90 plus, that means I gotta go a little bit into here, 20 degrees, right? 90 plus 20, right? 90 plus 20 is 110. So that means I gotta go a little bit more, 20 degrees. Well, let's just say it's about that much. So this, remember, this is your initial side always. This is where the angle is actually going to start. I shouldn't have put an arrow there. I shouldn't have put an arrow there. That's just 90. That's gonna go all the way to here, right? Because it's this 90 plus this other little slice of 20. This is where my arrow is. That's 110 degrees. 110 degrees is all of this piece right here. All of this. Maybe you want to do a little light shade. Right? All of this is the angle. This is the angle right here. This whole thing right here. If you ate 110 degrees of a pizza, well, you ate this much. This is the angle. Okay, but I want you to also just start getting the practice of doing this, because this is going to lead up to the next assignment. If I know that each quadrant is 90, right? And I already know this one's 90, and I use 20 here, how much, right? Because this quadrant is also 90. If this is 20, how much is this? 70, right? And we'll talk about that angle later, but I just want you to start getting into the practice of doing that. The angle that you have to answer and draw, well, I know it's here. I know the terminal side here. It's in quadrant 2. We'll talk about that later, but your answer is drawing this angle. This part, the red part. Drawing the angle, make sure you always show the initial side and the terminal side. That's 110 degrees. All of this right here. Okay, that's number one. Drawing positive angles, 110. Okay, number two. Let's try another one. Number two is 260 degrees. 260 degrees. How would I get 260 degrees? Well, a couple of ways. Let me get my axis first. Y, X. Well, again, I'm starting here. Your initial side is always right here on the positive side of the x-axis. Positive angles are drawn counterclockwise, so I'm going to have to go 90. And if I go another 90, that's already 180. I need more. I gotta keep going, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep going. Now if I go all the way to this one, 90 plus 90 plus, and if I do another 90, that would be 270. That's too much. I went too much. That's 270. That would be too much if I go 90, 90, and another 90. That's 270. That's too much. But that's close to 260 Wouldn't that just be 10 degrees short of it? Yeah, 10 degrees is not much. If this up to here is 270, that means that only up to this line right here, and that's where I put my arrow, right? That's initial side, and this is where it stops. Up to here is 260, right? So I went 270 and I backed up 10 degrees. That's one way to look at it. Remember I said once you get into these quadrants, I want you to show me these two angle measures like we did over here, right? Some of you could have done that and did, okay, 270 and back up 10, right? Back up 10 degrees, or I'm short 10 degrees. Or some of you probably would have went 180 plus, well, how much more if I have 180 do I need to add to 180? How much do you need to add to 180 to get to 60? Or if you're just doing the calculator, 260 take away 180, I would have to add 80 degrees, right? I would have to go here from 180 and add 80 degrees. But see, that makes sense. Because these two numbers have to add up to what? 90 degrees, like here. These two angles have to add up to 90 degrees, right? Because each quadrant here is 90 degrees. So whether you went 180 and added 80, or you went to say 270 and backed up 10, it still gives you the 260, and these two should add up to 90. Okay, but your answer is all this, right? Your angle is not this little piece right here. Your angle is from here all the way. So if you did this and I said, oh, I ate this much pizza, all right, this much cake, this is the angle here, right? All of this. You might want to do a light shade. But it's all of this. This is all of it right here. This is the angle right here. You almost ate the whole pizza. Okay, that's 260. Let's do a good number 3. How about, let's see, 300 degrees. 300 degrees. How would you do that? Actually, no, let me change it. Let's go with 310 degrees. Sorry. 310 degrees. Well, let me draw my XY axis here, my coordinate plane. I know I'm starting here. Here's the start line, the initial side. Always when you draw angles in standard position, here's the initial side. 310 would be 90. I already got 90. Plus another 90 is definitely 180. And then another 90 is what, 270? I'm already right here. 90, another 90 is 180, another 90 is 270. 270 plus how much? Now I know I'm not going to go all the way because all the way is 360. So this is 270. How much do you have to add to 270? If this is 270, well, I don't know, 310 minus 270 is 40. That's 270 plus 40 more. Well, 40 is almost about half. So that's 270 plus this 40 degrees more. Remember I told you I want to see these angles here? So I can see how much you're adding in, how much you're going in. Right, all of this space, oh, this is your 310 degrees. This is 310. This is 0, right? When you start here, this is 0 degrees, and when you went all the way around, that's 270. So this terminal side here represents 310. Okay, last one. Let's do a good one. Number 4. What if I tell you something like 425 degrees? Ooh. All right, 425 degrees. Well, 425 I already know is more than 360, so I'm going to have to go all the way around 360. I'm back. This is 0 degrees, right? This initial side is 0 degrees. I went all the way. I'm back here at 0 degrees, or it's also the same as 360. 360 plus... Now, if I do 360 plus this whole 90, let me see how much is 360 plus 90. 360 plus 90 is 450. So I know it can't go beyond that. I can't go, it's not, it has to be in here somewhere in quadrant 1. How much more? Well, 360 plus how much is 425? Or you can just subtract 425 plus 360, I believe, is 65. I have to go 65 degrees more, right? 360 plus 65. 65 is, let's see, 30, 60, 65 would be like up here. Right, I went all the way around. That's 360. That's 360 plus this 65. Let me check that. 360 plus 65. Yeah, that's 425. Okay, then it would be right here. This is 425 degrees. And that's going to be hard to shade in, but you know, it's one complete revolution around and 65 degrees more. Oh, I forgot to do this. Remember, if I put this angle here, don't forget to put this angle. You know, they add up to 90. This is 65. That makes this one 25. I didn't do it back over here. If this is 40, that means this other piece was going to be 50. And just get into the habit of that, because we're going to need that for the next assignment coming up. Okay, that's how you draw positive angles. The next quick video is how to draw negative angles. All right. Thank you.